When I grew up, none of the fencing, none of the warehouses were here. It was all open fields. It was just heavenly.
This farm in Cranberry, New Jersey, has been in Andy Henry's family since before the Civil War. Now he's in danger of losing it to eminent domain. The town wants it for affordable housing.
What we're working on now is what the town wants to make into housing. We're talking about 4 buildings, I think, like probably 3-story.
It's kind of hard to imagine.
I don't want to imagine it. It's like, it's hard to think about.
Every municipality in New Jersey is required by state law to build affordable housing. The town wants to put a big chunk of its next project on this land.
When did you first hear that the town was interested in your property?
I got a letter, just said, we want your property for affordable housing. We'd like you to agree on a price, but if we can't agree on a price, we'll issue eminent domain proceedings against you. It was a shock.
Henry launched a campaign to save the farm, which quickly got national attention and became a rallying cry for MAGA supporters around the country who flooded the town government with verbal abuse.
What kinds of things do people say?
Can I curse?
Yeah, go.
Okay. You f***ing commie libtards, you're you think you're doing? You're not American. You're just, stealing from the taxpayer. You need to give that f***ing farm back.
Matt Scott serves on the township committee that helped pick the farm as a building site.
I don't blame people. People are pissed. Generally in the country, they feel like the governing structures are not listening. All they hear is that this 5 Democrat member committee in this town is seizing this hardworking farmer's, family legacy. I think it's an easy target for people.
The story even caught the eye of the Trump administration. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins blasted it as a Biden-style takeover and called Henry on the phone.
It was nice to have that kind of high-level support, of course. I was here just trying to take care of the property, and here I am all over the internet. It's mind-boggling, it really is.
Is this a political issue to you?
Well, I'm trying to make sure it is not a political issue. If you're a Republican, a Democrat, a Bernie supporter, an independent, I don't think anybody wants people to come in here and say, we're going to take your property because a developer wants it.
And this was one of the sites that we looked at.
New Jersey has strict requirements for where it will pay for affordable housing to be built, which Scott says eliminated most options.
When we started the process and you look at the map, and it looked like, oh, this will be a no-brainer. The actual viability of the property as far as its size, they weren't viable.
How good of a fit did you feel about the site?
It's not great. It's pretty close to the turnpike. It's wedged in between 2 warehouses. Ideally, this would not be where we're putting these people, but we're doing it because we have to. I think there'll be a line out the door, people who want to live there.
Henry and his brother live in New Mexico and rent the land to a local farmer. Township efforts to reach the brothers went unanswered until one day Henry showed up at a committee meeting.
Yeah, I felt terrible. I was like, wow, there has to be another option. There's no other option. We vetted all these properties, and this is what we're stuck with.
Why go the eminent domain path?
None of us wanted to eminent domain. They had no desire to do that. If they don't want to sell, that's kind of where we're at.
The council had to file its plan by June 30th to prevent developers from stepping in, which could lead to bigger developments and a larger influx of residents, straining resources and raising taxes.
I completely understand how this could be seen by them as the workings of a heartless, powerful government. My primary responsibility is to the taxpayers of Cranberry, the parents of the school kids in Cranberry, and I feel like the greater good is served by making sure that we get this affordable housing built and we do it without bankrupting the town.
The council had to file its housing plan by June 30th.
I also want to add, shame on Matt, shame on Robert, shame on Deborah, shame on Lisa.
As the deadline approached, town meetings turned tense.
When a man has a farm for 150 years and you want to take it?
Do you feel like the bad guy in this story?
No, I don't. I empathize 100% with the Henry brothers. Again, I feel like the greater good is what my responsibility is towards them.
The town's final plan, which now sits with a state judge, calls for half of the farm's 21 acres. Even if the town forcibly takes the land, it would have to pay market value. Meanwhile, the Henry brothers applied to protect their property through a state farmland preservation program and filed a lawsuit aiming to block eminent domain.
Do you think you're going to win this fight?
I do think so, but they have to build affordable housing. Yeah, and we're not opposed to that. It's how much and where.
What is your hope for how this situation resolves?
We want to keep our entire property. I'd like to see some of the divisions in town heal, because I really love this town. My ancestors are kind of still here. When I walk these fields, I kind of feel their presence. But that's why we don't want to give it up. It's just like a part of us, That's all I can say. It's just a part of us.